Hi, it's Christy from Jeff Code Art, and we're going to get started on our next watercolor inking tutorial, Desert Light. You'll need a wooden board, watercolor paper, paints, brush, paint tray, masking tape, sponge and water, and a black pen. And for Desert Light, I used burnt sienna, vermilion, yellow ochre, and orange yellow. And you'll get started taping down your watercolor paper and using your sponge and water to wet the paper. Please check out the video description. I have included a downloadable PDF that has links directing you to other YouTube videos that go more in depth on the wetting and stretching process for watercolor paper. I just don't go into it into this one. And you'll let that dry completely. And then you'll come in with your colors. I used a round brush when I was doing these watercolor inkings, and watercolor round brushes are so great because they're one of the most versatile brushes. They have a nice fat belly, round body that holds extra water, which is great for doing washes, but it also has a narrow tip so you can come in and do more precision work and details. So that's probably one of the brushes you'll get the most use out of if you buy a watercolor brush set. And you'll want to let that completely dry, and then you'll come in with your black pen and start outlining the blocks of color. And again, if you're right-handed, start in the upper left-hand corner. You don't want to smear the ink. Make sure it dries as you're working. Now, after I did this, I had a friend point out that there is a little fox in this inking, which I had no intention of putting in there. I didn't even notice it until she said it, and then it totally popped out at me. So I'm going to let you find that on your own. But I think that's my favorite thing about art is you can create something that makes you feel a certain way and you see a particular thing. But then when you show it to someone else, they see something completely different and they feel something completely different. Just an entirely different experience. And when they tell you about it, you get to experience that piece of artwork all over again for the first time. And I just think that's really cool. This actually might be one of my favorite inkings out of the three, which is weird because it's not my most favorite color palette, but I really like the way that it turned out. And here's the final result. I hope you can see the fox. And if you do this, yeah, check out the video descriptions for the links, and I really hope you try this out. I would love to see it if you do, and have fun and happy creating. Bye!